Hey everybody, it's Becca at So Darn Twisted. Today we are going to be making a different take on concealed paper clips to hold things closed or just to slide on the top of a page because it looks nice. I made this the other day for one of my vintage journals and I thought it's lovely, but you know, it's a bit flappy, but if I just slot one of those on, it just helps to keep it a little bit more closed. And I thought, well, now I've got to carry on with the commissioned journal that I have, which I don't think I've actually shown you guys at all yet, but it's one of my flip over journals. So this side is steampunk, and then if you turn the book around, you get the rose garden side that a lady on Etsy has commissioned me to do. And so last night I made another one of those fold out tag things, but in a steampunk theme. So I thought, well, it will be ideal then to do another of the concealed paper clips with that. So this is the one that we're going to do one for today. So let's talk about what you're going to need. So first thing you're going to want is some wider pieces of scraps. These are brilliant for using up your scraps. I recommend, well, I made a whole batch of these ones. Now this one I used paper for the outside and card on the outside, but I do recommend using something a bit thicker than copy paper. You can do it obviously and it works, but it's probably better to use card. So you just want a few, you know, a few ideas, a few options really, and some smaller pieces for the part that folds over this piece here. So that's your absolutely need. A little bit of lace trim if you want to. A lot of the ones that I did of these, I did a mass making, you know, I've got lace in various parts, so lace is always a good option. You will of course need paper clip, doesn't matter what colour because you're not going to see it anyway. Glue is a must, and you're probably going to want some ink. And then finally bits to decorate your paper clip. So you can use, you know, tab tops, you know, numbers, letters, the little, you know, we've all got a metric ton of these little bits and pieces laying around, you know, they're great for decoration. These are just things that I've stamped, like ticket stamps and the like, text sentiments, you know, anything like that that you want to decorate your piece with. Okay, oh, and if you're not good at tearing, you can just use a pair of these amazing scissors that make really light work of it. Okay, let's crack on. All right, so this is ridiculously easy. Anybody can do this. I was following a tutorial actually for one of them, and it was one where you have to fold this way, then fold it back that way, then fold it back on itself and glue this bit. And I thought, you know, this is really confusing, even for me, you know, but for a beginner, I assume it's probably even more so. And also they end up to be quite bulky, whereas these ones are really not. So, you know, I prefer that because I've got other things that do create a lot of bulk in the journals, and I'd rather keep things like that to a minimum. So, right, all you need to know is, or all you need to remember, I should say, is that your base piece, your longer piece, obviously needs to be longer than your paper clip when it's folded in half. So if we fold this piece now, you can see that that's okay because it is longer. So otherwise you're going to have it poking out, you're going to see it, it's not concealed anymore, you know, you get the idea. Right, so I'm going to just get my nifty scissors because it's a bit too wide for what I need, so I'm just going to nick the edges, but you can make them any size you want obviously, but for what I want, that's just a little bit too bulky, a little bit too big, sorry. I'll find the right words, you guys know what I'm like by now. Right, so we've got that piece, then we need our top piece to obviously be narrower and shorter. So I know that that is going to be about there, so I'm just going to tear that down And then let's see what it needs to be that way. Okay, so if I just kind of tear that off, yeah, about there should be fine, shouldn't it? Okay, so now we've got our 2 pieces. It's nearly done. Okay, so get our ink. Be careful, this is a brand new ink pad, and my god, is it loaded with ink. And yesterday I went to use some last night when I was making the little tab book, and I ended up with ink all over my hands. I mean, I know I'm messy, but you know, good grief. So I then realised that yeah, I'm gonna have to be a lot more gentle. I'm so used to my my vintage brown ink that the particular one is almost out now. So it's just like, right, okay. And then you're just gonna do the same on here. Now, I was gonna say to you guys, where did you all come from? Where did you hear about me and my channel? Because yesterday saw a huge rise in new subscribers and, you know, views and everything. It went crazy. So I'm just curious, did you see, you know, did somebody post a link somewhere and, you know, you decided to follow it and see what was going on? Let me know, because I'm really curious. I was going to do like a giveaway, but it's flown past the initial what I was going to do the giveaway for, so I think I'm just going to hang fire, and I'll do it again. Oh, what am I doing? I will do it again in a couple of weeks, I think, you know, because at this rate it's going to hit a much higher number very soon. Okay, so we are going to just pop the paper clip on there about central. We're going to get a little bit of glue and just kind of follow the curves of your paper clip all the way around, including the top. Okay, fabulous. Then we are going to pop that on there, get a little bit of glue up that bit there, pop it over, and we're just going to really press that down so that it's, you know, it's really in there and it's staying put. Put a little bit of glue on the back of that piece as well, actually. So I said, I just started doing them this way, you know, I'll say a few days back, and I find them so much quicker and easier to mass make than the other way. And the only downfall that I could find was the fact that the paperclip becomes visible, but then that's why, you know, you can decorate it with other things to cover that up, you know, so it still looks grand. Okay, so that is now effectively the paperclip done. So it's really just a case now of decorating it. So as I say, it was ridiculously easy, was it not? So let's see, what shall we have here? I'm just gonna, you know, just grab a few little bits and pieces, and we're just gonna throw them on at random and see how we feel. No, I want one that goes the other way, or a round one, I think now. Yes, let's have a round one. This book of washi stickers is just beautiful. I love it so much. So now I'm going to put something to cover up that paper clip a bit and go over the top of that sticker slightly. Oh, that will work. That will work. Okay. As you can see, I kind of make this up as I go along. If I think it needs something extra, or, you know, something less, then, because it's all based obviously on what project you're doing and how, you know, how tidy, how fussy, how, you know, whatever you need it to be. If you want it to be elegant, if you want it to be scruffy. So we'll just pop that way. That's the long side that way, and then pop that down, and there you go. See, now you can't even see your paper clip, it's gone, which is obviously the point. So let's see, so we've got a couple of bits there on the back. Let's have a little look in here. and just see what we've got, apart from a big mess, which is, you know, pretty much all you need anyway. All right, so we'll have that one. Again, these are just something I stamped the other night, and I'm already covered in black ink. Oh dear me. Right, but now I am really surprised, as I say, at this sudden uptake of subscribers, and obviously absolutely over the moon about it too. You know, it's really lovely how it's just gone crazy. It just seems to do that sometimes, and you know, all of a sudden I get a massive influx. But yeah, I'd love it if you just leave me a comment and tell me, you know, whether it was just that I came up in your recommended videos, or whether you followed a link from somewhere, you know, because I know in previous times I've been told that somebody's shared something in a group that I'm not in, you know, so obviously I haven't seen it, but somebody's posted one of my tutorials or something, and that sort of caused a huge influx. I had friends messaging me during the night, like during my UK night time. I had one of my American friends messaging me going, "Girl, your video's at like 700 views already." It's like, oh my god, by the time I woke up it was over 800. So, all right then. I've no idea why, but sure, okay. But I'm really glad, you know, I'm really glad that people have come and seen and decided to stick around for my little crazy corner of the universe, because it's good to have you here. Okay, so as I say, this is just plonk stuff on wherever you think you'd like it to be. Now I think, just excuse my inky hands, but I think that works an absolute treat, and so ridiculously quick, you know. And now I've just got to pop it on my little book, and that'll hold that in place. So yeah, when I told you that this was a ridiculously quick and easy tutorial, I meant it, because I think we're only a matter of a few minutes in. So as always guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed that, and I hope that you found it easy to follow, and you know, all of the usual stuff that I say. I'm really happy to have you here on the channel with me, and I will see you for the next beginner tutorial in the next few days, and in the meantime, happy crafting guys.